morning. Good morning. How we doing this morning? It's 9:06. Oh wow! I'm on my way to Mount Pleasant. I want to talk about Brother Polight. I want to talk about the conscious community. I want to talk about. YouTubers. I guess taking the route of not being any different from mainstream media. And I say that because I'm having so many videos of Brother Polight pop up in my feed now on YouTube. It's almost like everybody is jumping on this guy. I don't know the guy personally. I used to listen to him like 5 years ago. I thought something was weird about having all these women and all of them getting along and all this stuff. So I got a lot to talk about, but I'm going to try to make it as short as I can. If you guys liking the content, hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, share. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I make a lot of videos about driving. Lately, I've made a few videos in my office, and I did some editing to it, so I got a few edited videos. But let's get right into it. The conscious community, Brother Polight, it's so much to talk about when it comes to things like that. I started watching, I guess you can say I kind of got involved with the conscious community, I guess the official conscious community, because I still consider myself conscious, but I'm not into, as you can see by the bracelet. I mean, this is a bracelet you would see on somebody who's in that community. It's a tiger's eye made of copper with copper windings. So I'm still a conscious person. It's just that, and I got into the conscious community. I think the first videos that I can remember watching is a guy named Bobby Hemmett. Me and Bobby Hemmett have the same birthday, by the way. I think his birthday is on the 28th of November. Mine is the 29th. And Phil Valentine. I used to watch these guys religiously. I couldn't wait to watch a new video by him, because they were telling me so many different things that I looked at as being a part of my stolen heritage and culture, because they were talking about African religions and different ceremonies and all these different things that I had no idea about, and I'm still kind of in the dark about, because I didn't go too far into it. Like I said, I stopped watching Brother Polight a couple years ago, and I stopped watching Phil Valentine and Bobby Hemmett maybe a little bit longer than that. And it's just because I kind of like grew out of it, I think. Some people might be getting a little pissed by hearing that, but I grew out of it. I kind of got, I'm the type of person I want. How can I explain this, man? And I grow out of a lot of things. I kind of get bored with a lot of things, But I get an interest in it. And the only thing I hadn't gotten bored with is writing. Put it that way. Because writing is so above me. Writing is almost like, to me, writing is almost like all that stuff combined in one. The writing is everything combined in one. Writing is life combined in one. So yeah, that's one thing I hadn't gotten bored with. But there's still a lot in the conscious community. I just saw a symbol in the back of this trailer, and it reminded me of an Egyptian, the eagle that you see a lot. I think it's Red Pill, I think, that wears an eagle. Red Pill and Blue Pill. I think those are two brothers. I believe. I don't. Man, I tell you, I might be messing the names all up. But I have family members in the conscious community. Shout out to my cousin Jamal if he's watching. He changed his name, but I've lost contact with my cousin. But I need to look him up. So yeah, Brother Polight. I see a lot of people jumping on him and saying some things about him that I'm looking at it like, you know how CNN and Fox and CBS, all of them, they get one story and they run with it and they try to milk that story as much as they can. And hell, I'm guilty of it because the title is going to be Brother Polight. I'm guilty of milking it too. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to judge this guy to the point of, I'm calling him guilty and all that, closed case. I'm not going to do that because I wasn't there. I don't know, but from what it's looking like there's something going on with the 14-year-old girl involved. Apparently alcohol, allegedly, But, like I said, I'm not going to judge, I'm not going to speak on this guy because even if I did know him, I'm not going to speak on him like that because I look at it like if somebody come at you, go back at him hard, But if I don't know this guy and I don't know the facts, I'm not going to speak too much about that. But I will say that what I did see from Brother Polight with the polygamy that he was calling marriages and all that stuff, and you would always, one thing I heard about Brother Polight is that he was writing all these books, but he wasn't really writing books. I took offense to that because if you got a book out and you didn't really write it, allegedly, I take offense to it because I know the work that goes into writing a book. I know the work you got to put in as far as coming up with the content, the story or whatever it is that I'm pretty sure it wasn't fictional books he was writing, but whatever it is that you're putting in that book, if it's not yours, it's plagiarism. And if it's plagiarism, why are you selling it? Why are you making money off of it? But that's allegedly. I don't know if that's even true. Now, I saw one clip on Kwame's YouTube on the part that he did on him, where he was comparing his situation to Kobe Bryant and Kobe Bryant's daughter, God rest their souls, and Nipsey Hussle being shot in the head. And Kwame made a very excellent point. He said, is this guy, he said, I heard this guy was supposed to be smart. How can you compare those situations? Unless you really know your audience. I'll say this. Unless you really know your audience and you know the intelligence level of your audience, either you're calling your audience stupid or you're pulling the wool over their heads. Either way, you're saying they're stupid because you can't compare what's going on with you with allegations of sexual assault with a 14-year-old girl and a father and his daughter died in a helicopter crash. Or, in the case of rapper Nipsey Hussle, being shot in the head and killed in public, gunned down. How can you compare that? So when I see something like that, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. You actually think that's supposed to fly? Those words, painting that picture, or those pictures, coming from you in this time, you expect that to fly. You expect people to listen to that and say, oh, you got a good point. They were looking at Nipsey and Kobe as martyrs, and they're looking at you as a bad guy. Dude, that's no comparison, none. Zero. Zilch. Nada. Nein. Kein. Speaking German now. You can't compare the two. Bottom line. Can't be compared. So yeah, I gotta show y'all this, man. I go across this bridge all the time, but this is what is this? The Mark Clark, I think. This is Charleston, man. This is the place I was born. You know, I'm gonna come back to Brother Polight, but I gotta show y'all this. This is the Don Hope Bridge. I'm sorry, the Don H. Hope Bridge. And this is not the big bridge. This is a smaller bridge. Where's the big bridge at? Ashley River Bridge is somewhere else, but so, you know, that's just a small little piece of what, you know, my driving. I'm always driving, but when you drive over bridges like this and you get to see the city, sometimes you appreciate it. I really do. But anyways, oh, there's the bridge way over there, you guys. I'm not gonna. Brother Polight, from what I saw when I first started looking at this guy and watched his videos, he came up really rough. I think he went to prison. You know, he had a really hard life coming up as a kid. But if these allegations are true, that's no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. Some people are saying, but Sarnetta knew that he was like this because he had his niece, a daughter, or whatever she was. He had his niece, his 16-year-old niece. I mean, that's I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, you know. And again, you know, if he's found guilty, if Brother Polight is found guilty of this stuff, if it's true, these allegations are real, he needs to go under the jailhouse. He needs to go under the jailhouse. And you guys heard that expression before. You know what it means. They need to throw the book at him. I have no love, no kind of respect for anybody who was able to do something like that to a child. You know, to anybody, to anyone, you know, an adult or whatever. But a child is you guys know how I feel about kids. You know, 14-year-old, she's a kid. She's a baby. 10 years ago, she was 4 years old. And I wasn't knocking how people choose to make their food, you know, to get their money to eat. You know, when I said that there's a lot of people kind of like jumping on him for a story or whatever. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying I'm seeing a pattern. I'm seeing all of these Brother Polight videos, all these commentary, these videos on Brother Polight, and I'm clicking on them, and all of them are kind of like prejudging the guy, not really, you know. And it's also one where they're showing the police report. You know, the police report is one thing. Judge, trial, jury, that's another thing. Sentence, that's another thing. Because if we just went by a police report, you know, there'd be a lot of good people doing time right now because of false allegations, mistaken identity, and just playing bad police work, you know, dirty police work. That's why so a police report doesn't show me or doesn't tell me anything, you know. But what does tell me everything is his actions, and he's been a little suspect, you know. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I stopped watching the guy. I stopped watching him for a reason, you know. Other people, I still watch, you know. I still love to watch other content on YouTube, but some people I just cut completely short. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short, by the way. We got 15 minutes and 43 seconds. So, like I said, if you guys enjoying the content, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna leave the website to where I sell my books at. I'm gonna leave that in the description. I'm an author from South Carolina. That's what I do. I write. I got another book coming out right now. I've been saying that for a while, but if you know anything about writing, it takes a while. That website is writedisway.com. It'll be in the description if you're looking for a good book to read, a good fiction, African American fictional story. Y'all be blessed. I don't think I'm gonna edit this one. I think I'm going to upload it as soon as I get to the hospital. And that's pretty much it. Y'all have a wonderful day. May see you later. I don't know. So have a wonderful day. Be blessed.